Okay, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody. As always, I always go live every year on February 14th to do something by myself with the chat. And that something is this annual Sad and Alone Day stream. Hope everyone's enjoying the holiday. Anywho, we're going to be watching the 3.1 special program because people are telling me that this is going to be a bad patch. Well, I enjoyed 3.0 and everyone said that that was a bad patch. And I'm actually disappointed that I don't have a guest here to be sad and alone with me. That way we could be alone together. But, long story short, all I really know about this patch, and the only things that have been spoiled for me, is I believe Woho's getting a rerun. I've been told that. I've already know about the Tribi and drip feed and the My Day drip feed, so I know that we're going to get to see them in some capacity. And is there anything else I want to add to that? No, I can't think of anything. Anywho, this is probably going to go straight to the YouTube channel. I'm probably not going to edit this at all. And by the time you're watching this, actually the promo codes, even though I'm probably going to fast forward through them, will probably still be live. I never redeem any of these. And if you actually watched my most recent Honkai Star Rail playthrough, you got to see me do my 101st episode of Honkai Star Rail, in which we did 101 Robin pulls, and it was a very interesting stream where we also did a quest line where we got to see a really interesting romance between man and Titan? Kin? Whatever, just go watch that if you want to. I probably won't be pulling on any of the banners because of those 101 pulls that we did. So I'm going to be broke for all 3.1, and I'll probably be saving for whoever is in 3.2. I have a theory that if Casterus is going to be on the banner in 3.2, which he's very heavily implied to be, it's also going to be the anniversary patch, I have a bad feeling that that'll be Sunday's rerun, and I kind of need Sunday on the account. So it's going to feel real bad. But who knows? By that point in time, maybe I'm a little bit more financially secure and I can throw some money at the game. Or if you would like to throw money my way to help make it easier on me, let me know. But, for the most part, that's my pulling plan for the next couple patches. I probably could be convinced to pull for Tribi, but maybe I'll throw 10 tickets her way, who knows. Maybe I'll get lucky. Anywho, where was I? Right, 3.1 livestream. So, since they're probably going to throw the version trailer in this, before we watch the livestream proper, they're going to probably start it with the trailer. So I'm going to watch through the trailer at least once, and just like I do with all my trailer reactions, we're going to do a first reaction, then we're going to go back through and do a little bit of a brief analysis in it, and see what I can piece together. And then we'll probably watch most of the events and whatnot else is going to be in the patch. This is a 48-minute stream, I believe. That being said, 4 minutes and 30 seconds, or 5 minutes of it, was this intro, so it's a 43-minute stream. So let's see what they're going to have to offer for us. $12, $11, $10. Are they going to do that little Greek thing that they did in the 3.0 live stream? I feel real sad that I didn't upload that. So many technical difficulties in the 3.0 live stream reaction. This program is sponsored by Lady Aglaya.
In the legend's beginning, the world was just a lump of flour.
Lump of flour?
The gods cast yeast into it, and Albert was born from the dough. The Earth Titan granted it a divine body.
What is
and the
versatility,
reason
fatigue,
bestowed
dignity?
with thought. Add in rich emotions, noble virtues.
Are they gonna make, like, bread?
And don't forget a pinch of mischief.
Whatever you say, Tribby.
After that, the romance titan transformed into golden butterflies.
I just realized they're retelling the story of the Titans of creation, except we're doing it to make Albert out of
There is no word
dough.
for romance in the Kremnoan language.
Is that so?
Really?
I heard Nikador once failed in love and even got into a fight with their rival.
Oh, really? Tell me more about that lore.
Baseless slander. A wild tale meant to tarnish Nikador's name.
Oh, Dee. This story is quite well known in Akuma.
Lady Tribios, let me explain. Nikador is not that kind of titan.
Nikador can have love.
And so,
I'll meet bread.
first bird was born.
That looks so delicious, and I am so hungry. I have pizza next to me, but I would rather eat that.
Maybe I shouldn't have come.
On such a romantic day, why don't we raise
Oh, a
toast
romantic day.
to
That's
the
right, because
love
it's
and
Valentine's
beauty in the
Day.
world?
That's funny, because it's Valentine's Day. All right, Mydeimos.
Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you?
Ooh. So I wonder if my theory of Mydeimos ending up with the core flame is actually going to be what plays out.
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos.
King of Kremnos.
The honor of taking the lead in this battle.
All right, get some animations.
This journey is forged.
I actually haven't really looked at your animations yet. I know that one of them has you sitting on a throne for a bit. Is Finon gonna betray everyone? I mean, I know he's planning something.
Three carved
Oh.
the heavens and the earth.
Three wove the threads of fate. Here we go. They're gonna introduce the other three.
Our Tribi, Trian.
Trinan.
The West Wind, away we go.
I love their animations. It's adorable and silly and stupid, and I love it.
Restrict the numbers.
It also makes me curious as to why that's their kid. Ooh. Oh, I've been wondering who this character is.
The son
We
of Awoo is destined to be crowned in blood.
I've had theories about this character since we saw them in the Nameless Faces trailer or whatever it was called.
How we wish to see you again.
It's now my turn.
Ooh, there's some scenes in this from the 3.0 trailer. Son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. Oh wow, I'm excited. Okay, let's go back through that again. We're gonna go through that little by little and do a little bit of an analysis and dissection. Because I have some theories that I want to go through. Alright, so first things first, we have them just showing off. I believe these are just going to be Mydeimos' kit. So we're going to see some of his animations here. This has to be like an illusion, or probably is going to be like a moment that's going to be like maybe we're seeing a little bit of the trial for the core flame, and that's where this scene is going to take place. I personally think that Finon will fail to get the core flame, because if you actually look at the booklet that you do, I think As I've Written is what it's called, it has Finon in the spot marked with the constellation of Kephale and not with the constellation of Nikador. So I think somehow, one way or another, Myde will end up with the core flame of strife. We got the adorable animations. Also, Trinan's got a little letter there. That's kind of cute. Is this the Throne of Reason? Are we going to go basically to that city with the Reason Titan is the domain of? Is that the next Titan we're going after, the Titan of Reason? I know that Anaxa is going to be, just got their drip feed. And we saw a little bit of Anaxa later on in this trailer. Okay, let's see. This guy. This guy we saw in the Nameless Faces trailer, and I really am curious who they are. This was my theory, who the actual, I think that this is Thanatos. That's who I thought this was. That was my theory, and this is probably this is what I thought the Titan of Death was. And here we go, talking about offering souls to the fires, which is definitely helping to support that theory. And we see them fight, a lot of them in the trailer. In the Nameless Faces music video MV trailer, we see this guy fight, and then we actually see like a lot of the people dead before we get that weird time freezing in the stadium exploding scene that happens in that at the end of that at the high point in that trailer. So this is probably going to be a very interesting arc. Also in that trailer, or one of the previous trailers, there was a moment where it looked like Tribi was dying, and we saw that again in this trailer. Yeah, we see this fight against them. There's an Axa. Ooh, we catch Castris. Yeah, this scene. This scene we saw in a previous trailer before. We've seen this scene before. It was with, I think it was Trinan or Trian was saying goodbye Tribi, see you tomorrow. I wish to see you again. Also, it was mentioned during 3.0 that she can only use the Gate of Century like 3 more times or something, and then she uses it once at the end to shoot Nikidor's sword beam back at him. So she can do it like maybe 2 more times. So we might see one or all of the Tribbies die by the end of this arc, but then again, they're going to be playable, and for some reason, Hoyo seems to be too afraid to kill off characters unless they're 4 stars. But I don't know how popular Tribi is, and who knows. Maybe they won't kill her off. I'm starting to lose faith because it's starting to feel like death has no consequence anymore, or at least for the money-making characters. They're really shooting themselves in the foot there. And then we have the son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. If you actually explore the Kremnos in the past, there's a few memory recollections that you can actually look at, where you can learn about how Queen Gorgo and King Europon actually met and ended up having Mydeimos as a child. It's a very interesting story. Kremnoan society is very interesting, and it's really battle-based. Basically, they fought each other to a standstill. Neither one could truly kill the other. So they fought to a draw, and then was made Queen Gorgo. That being said, if you look at the history of Castrum Kremnos, I believe the first king and first queen were also named Europon and Gorgo, which means that those might be titles. The king and queen might be called Europon and Gorgo, regardless of what their actual birth names are. The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. All right. Light slips the gate, shadow greets the throne. Love that smug little face on Trian. I have no clue why they have like a weird rocket delivery fireworks system for Tribi. Seems like a really weird design for them, but it's cute, it's adorable, and they're supposed to look like children, so it's funny. Ha ha ha. Well, I hope that's enough of me dissecting what was effectively like a 2.5-minute trailer. So let's go to the rest of the Star Rail version. Also, get your codes if you want them. These, ooh, never mind. By the time you watch this, these will probably be expired. Because earliest I will probably have this video up on the channel will probably be, let me see, it's like 11 p.m. on the 14th right now when I'm watching this. 23:39. You might have 6 hours if you watch this quickly, but odds are if you're on my channel, most of my videos, the algorithm pushes them out like 12 days after I upload them. So if you do watch this, odds are these are long since gone. So we're going to fast forward through them. Alright, here we go.
And whether or not your world
world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon,
Good evening.
Good evening.
What is that thing down
To
here?
Version 3.1, light slips the gate, shadow greets the throne. Special program. I'm your host, Albert. First, let's have our esteemed guests introduce themselves.
Hello, everyone. We're Tribios.
I am Mighty, the successor of Kremnos.
Greetings, everyone. I am Aglaya.
Hello, Aggie.
Once again, a warm welcome to our Chrysos heirs.
Whatever you
Your
say.
golden presence has made this special program shine even brighter.
You flatter us, Mr. Albert.
I actually haven't
By the
seen
way, how did you come to Amphorius?
what My Days
Did
of
you
Trivia's
travel
Kids
here with
do
the two
yet.
trailblazers?
I hope we
by
get a
any
nice
chance?
in-depth on that.
Oh, it's a long
I
story.
don't record
One
them,
at
but
a
I do
time.
watch all the Keeping Up
For
with Star
now,
Rails.
Let's just say that in Amphorius, it'll be my duty to host this
All I
special
know about My
program
Days,
for
kid,
everyone.
Welcome, Albie.
is supposedly
Even though
he's going to be
today's
Blade
program
2.0.
has just begun, it feels like we've already revealed a lot about the new version, haven't we?
Oh? How so, Tribi?
Look, the version title, Light Slips the Gate, Shadow Greets the Throne, combined with the trailer we just watched, makes it clear that D will really shine this time.
If
Shadow.
that's the case, Lady Tribios,
Thanatos?
then as a demigod of Yanis, the Passage Titan, you must also play a key role.
Patience,
Shadow is
everyone.
also a capitalized
Whether
word
this is
there.
true will all be revealed in the Trailblaze mission of version 3.1. So in the last chapter, Nikodor's core flame was retrieved, and now another Chrysos heir, Finan, faces the Titan's trial.
With the
Right, we're
arrival
gonna
of
cut
the
back to Finan
Trailblazers,
anytime
The
soon?
flame chase journey reached a major breakthrough.
I think that scene of him
Together,
stabbing My
the
Day is taking place
Trailblazers
in the
and
weird
Chrysos
Titan
heirs
realm inside the
reclaimed
Fagosa realm or
Nikodor's core
whatever.
flame.
Chamber of
Afterward,
Genesis.
Finan
It's
resolved
probably
to undergo
what
the trial
Finan's
to
trial
ascend
relates
to
to.
demigodhood and inherit the divine power of strife.
But as Nikodor once murmured to Snowy, your will wavers. We're worried that Snowy's inner turmoil might affect his performance.
There's no need for undue worry, teacher. On the flame chase journey, the Chrysos heirs support one another. Even if something unexpected happens to Finan, we've prepared contingencies to ensure the trial proceeds smoothly.
Impressive as always, Aglaya.
What kind of
Ever
contingencies?
So meticulous.
As you all know, the Flame Chase journey is still pressed for time. With Nikodor's core flame reclaimed, it's time to plan for the next one.
Does this mean we're going to battle another Titan?
Hey, not all core flames need to be reclaimed through violence. In version 3.1, our great hero, the Trailblazer, will act as an envoy, and along with their companions, set off for the Grove of Epiphany to continue our journey.
Oh, we're gonna try to get the
Grove
Reason
of
Titan's core
Epiphany
flame
is
then.
a city
I was
state
right.
that worships the Reason Titan, Circes. It's a cradle of knowledge for Amphorius, and maintains a good relationship with Akama. Besides researching phenomena such as the Black
Also,
Titan
I
and the
believe
Titans,
Monastia was in love
they
with
also
them
provide
based on the lore that we
academic
learned in my
research
previous
support for
stream.
the Flame Chase journey.
According to legend, at the dawn of their existence, the Reason Titan, Circes, descended in the form of a giant sacred tree. And around their roots, a large, verdant forest gradually formed.
The
pretty
generous
cool.
Circes allowed those who sought knowledge to study and rest there, freely imparting the world's wisdom to the once ignorant mortals. Under their guidance, humanity built courtyards within the forest and established schools, which eventually evolved into the Grove of Epiphany we know today.
So it looks like Circes is our next target.
Nice.
Exactly. Like Kefali.
I have a feeling. Hear me out. What if we reason with the Reason Titan, and then they just give us their core flame?
Circes is a titan friendly toward humanity, and has even willingly entrusted their core flame to the Grove for safekeeping.
That's great if there's no need for fighting. Just a peaceful retrieval. This mission might be much easier, huh?
Ah, well, it's not quite so easy.
Oh, it
The
couldn't
Grove of
be.
Epiphany holds an unwavering reverence for Circes. This core flame is something they'd be very reluctant to part with.
Exactly. That's why Akuma must dispatch an envoy to the Grove. In the 3.1 storyline, the Trailblazer will engage in peaceful discussions about reclaiming the core flame
All right.
with newfound Chrysos era.
Because that worked so well with
Absolutely no
Oryx.
fighting.
Oh.
But in the recent version trailer, enemies were swarming in like a tide.
Busted.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Actually, the Grove was recently invaded by the Black Tide.
Huh? That's the Black Tide?
Hence the Arabelica, a substance known as the Black Tide, has descended upon Amphorius.
I asked
Whether
about this
human
in a
or
previous
Titan,
stream. I
anyone
haven't seen what
affected
any of
by
the
it
enemies
loses
corrupted
their
by
sanity.
Black Tide look like.
Nikador, once a stalwart defender against the Black Tide, naturally became the most severely corrupted Titan. With Nikador's core flame reclaimed, Castrum Kremnos was left without its guardian Titan and was entirely consumed by the Black Tide. Its spread has since accelerated, and now the Grove is its next target.
We must hurry to save them and Cersei's core flame.
Exactly! The Grove's crisis cannot be ignored. Our
getting
Trailblazer
some
will
real
once again
Sumeru
take on
vibes
the
from this
heroic
place.
mission of seeking and aiding survivors, gathering intelligence about the catastrophe, and locating Cersei's core flame to bring it back to Akuma. During this
there's
process,
some Black Tide
the
right there.
Trailblazer will encounter a mysterious enemy attempting to steal
right.
the core flame. The masked figure shown fighting the Trailblazer in the trailer.
Ow.
The one with
Who
the
are you?
mask and cloak. Ooh,
Are you
You
Thanatos?
look like a major villain.
Haikus. What faction do they belong to?
They're an unknown enemy.
An
This
unknown.
journey to the Grove may be more perilous than expected.
For now,
Oh my
let's
god.
call
Oh,
them
they...
the Flame Reaver.
Oh,
to
they have
help
a
our
boss fight,
Trailblazer
too.
Navigate their hero's journey, I brought some
And it
intel
doesn't even
about
say
the
what their
Flame
name is.
Reaver. In battle, the Flame Reaver can summon clones to fight
Flame
alongside
Reaver.
them. These clones can launch joint attacks with the Flame Reaver. Moreover, the Flame Reaver can absorb these clones to gain
Ooh.
buffs. Consuming these
Sun and
buffs
Moon.
allows the Flame Reaver to unleash even more devastating attacks.
Oh, that's so
May
cool.
not be a problem for me, but an enemy using clones to fight will surely challenge the Trailblazer.
In combat, the Trailblazer must quickly eliminate the
Ice
clones
Lightning
to prevent
Quantum.
the Flame Reaper from launching joint attacks or gaining
I think
enhancements.
my Jing Yuan and my Herda will probably have a
I
decent
sometimes
time
wish I
beating
had
it.
clones to help me manage life.
Be careful what you wish for. More clones might mean facing more trials and challenges.
Speaking of trials, I've always been curious about the trial required to ascend as a demigod. Lady Tribios, you were the very first demigod and therefore first Chrysos heir on this land to pass a Titan's trial.
True.
What exactly
What
did
is
you
it
go
like?
through when you received Yanis's core flame?
This is a bit embarrassing to say, but we really can't remember those events from so long ago.
It happened
Ugh.
during the Era Chrysia. For the people of
Drawbacks
Amphorius
of being
now,
like over
it would
500.
be considered ancient history.
That's okay.
I still want to
With
know
the
if
Trailblazer around,
Aglaia is aware that we
anything
messed
is
with her in the
possible.
past.
In the main storyline of version 3.1, the
Ooh.
Trailblazer will harness the power of Oryx to stir up ripples of the past, guiding
Okay.
everyone to revisit that piece of history. We'll return to Tribi's homeland and show everyone the Abyss of Fate in its prime.
Oh,
Some
sweet. So
long
we'll get
buried
to see the
secrets
Abyss of
from the
Fate in
era
its
crisis
prime?
will also be unearthed, becoming clear bit by bit.
So this is what the Abyss of Fate looks like in its heyday.
Nice. We got to see little glimpses of it
Looking
in the
like
main story.
desolate state it's in now.
That's right. In the
Man, we're gonna
distant
really get like
past,
12 areas,
the
aren't we?
Abyss of
We're gonna get
Fate
like all
was a
6 of the
city
cities that were
called
shown in that first
Vanistopolis.
trailer, but then we're
It
gonna
was
get them in
Amphorius'
past and
sanctum
present.
of prophecy, the ultimate destination for all pilgrims, and the place where the 3 Titans of Fate revealed their divine miracles.
It seems we'll have the chance to learn how humanity's first demigod came
Ooh.
into being.
We'll probably learn about the prophecy too.
But let's leave it at that for now. Trailblazers, uncover this story for yourselves in the main storyline of version 3.1 and learn.
Are we
about
not doing
Tribi's
companion missions anymore?
past. Let's take a look at the Tribi of today.
We are Tribios. That's a big apple. You gonna sneeze? They're adorable. Dr. Strangelove and How I Grew to Love the Bomb. Also, I wanted to talk about this. I've talked about this with my friends, but I haven't talked about this with anyone on my streams yet. This is clearly her burst animation, which they showed in a short, but that's a rocket going into space. Isn't the Sky Titan supposed to stop that from happening? Isn't there a firmament around Amphorius? Kind of like how there's a firmament around Tivat? The Amphorius story arc is starting to show a lot of parallels to what's going on in Genshin. But that being said, this alt animation really makes me question the accuracy of the lore. It makes me wonder what's actually going on. Tribios knows way more than they're letting on.
Question: the one who popped out of the box holding a letter, was it Trian or Trinan?
I know this one.
It was
Trinan.
Trin.
It was Trinan.
Correct answer. No rewards though.
Because they look so alike. My teachers often have people unfamiliar with them play the "Guess Who I Am" game in daily life.
Oh, right.
The one
They
who
look easy enough to
suggested
telepart
this
to me.
Could it be Trian?
I used to be able to tell all the Misaka clones apart in Tawaru.
Of course. The three of them have very different personalities, making them easy to tell apart. Trinan is silent and sharp with both eyes covered. Trian is mischievous little rascal with fringed eyebrows. And Tribi is the most outgoing and lively.
Typically, Tribi is the main spokesperson, responsible for communicating
Typically?
with the process. Trinan
What about
focuses on
atypically?
maintaining and interpreting prophecies, while Trian is primarily in charge of opening and maintaining the Century Gate.
So here's a question from me. Why are there three of you identical little girls?
That relates to the duties of the Chrysos heirs.
And also, if you read the book as I've written, there used to be more than 3 of them. Which implies some of them have died.
We were the world's first demigod, receiving the prophecy of deliverance from Kefali. To spread the prophecy across Amphorius, we split into many versions of ourselves and used Yanis's Century
Many
Gate
versions.
to travel quickly to various places.
Through our teacher's tireless efforts, the Chrysos heirs gradually united as allies. Because of this, our teacher holds great prestige.
That little
among the
horned
Chrysos
animal is
heirs.
still here.
But speaking of opening gates, Trinan previously revealed that Trian is nearing her limit and might only be able to open the Sentry Gate twice more.
Yep, I
Don't
mentioned
scare
that.
me. So there's a limit to how many times the gate can be opened?
Using divine power to open the gate comes at a steep price. Every time the Sentry Gate is used, it takes something out of them. Over time, this deterioration reaches a limit.
Yeah.
That limit won't lead to
Trian gonna
anything
die.
bad happening, will it?
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, among which even life itself holds little
Also,
value.
really weird that she's
The weight of
quantum.
those
I don't know if I had a
walls
moment
weighs
to talk
heavier.
about that yet.
Or perhaps clearer over time.
Oh dear.
Alright, place your bets now. Will they actually kill her off?
Heavy. Let's not dwell on it.
My
We're
money's on they
prepared for
won't.
Whatever may come, and we want all our friends to
Nobody
stay
dies in
cheerful.
One Piece.
Albie,
I mean,
let's introduce
Star
our
Rail.
abilities now.
All right.
Except for Misha. We don't talk about Misha.
Tribi is a quantum
Or
character
Gallagher.
following the path of harmony.
Or
And
Cocolia.
she wields a rocket as her primary weapon.
That's a mortar.
For instance, she can use the rocket to launch enemies and create a special dimension filled with stars and moons. While the dimension
Oh,
is
it's a
active,
special dimension.
enemies take increased damage.
No matter how many times I see it, this combat style doesn't get any less adorable.
It is adorable.
Don't underestimate our rocket. It's a genius invention with precision targeting. We've refined it countless times. We also deal damage to the enemy with the highest remaining HP, depending on the number of enemies hit. The more enemies there are, the greater the damage.
So we can't target it? It just hits the person with the most HP?
When a teammate uses their ultimate, we launch a follow-up attack against the enemy.
Even in ever-changing combat
So you follow up
scenarios,
ults.
Tribi can work closely with various teammates to provide buffs. She can frequently trigger follow-up attacks, helping the team swiftly take down opponents.
Exactly.
So she
As
does
a character
damage,
following the path of
she buffs,
harmony,
and
Tribi
she
not
follow
only
ups.
creates a more advantageous environment for her teammates, but is also a capable fighter herself. With Tribio on the team, you might just unlock new levels of combat potential.
Indeed. Beyond aiding and guiding the Chrysos heirs on the Flame
If you're
Chase
happy
journey,
and you know it,
our
it's through
teacher is
technique.
also an essential ally in battle.
Oh, that's cute. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Now that we've got to know Tribi,
If you're
let's move
happy
on to
and you
discuss
know it,
another
clap
key
your hands.
character in version
If
3.1.
you're happy and you know it, and you really
Without
want
further
to show
ado,
it. If
let's
you're
watch a
happy
video.
and you know it, clap your hands. Alright, let's see what Myde has to offer. Watch that little bit get copyrighted. So we saw that in the trailer, so we did know it was probably going to be one of his in-game animations. That's cool animation. There's the lion. There's the throne. That's probably his ult.
Mighty, the crown prince of Kremnos.
Gabriel Warburton.
Alone
I don't think I knew
lion,
who your
a
VA was
man
yet.
among man, a man.
Stop, Albie! Is it really that exciting?
To be honest,
Isn't Talon
he is
Warburton
mine.
voicing one of the members of the
myself.
Annihilation gang?
Finally like him. Strong, unyielding.
So we got
a
two
real
Warburtons
tough
in the
guy.
game now.
No.
Man,
a
I didn't notice
tough
that.
Bird.
A tough guy? Do you mean like bathing in molten iron, Mr. Albert?
Huh?
Bathing
Or
in molten
perhaps drinking
iron?
the blood of your enemies?
Ugh.
Maybe drinking some of Kremnos' signature pomegranate juice, doing push-ups, stuff like that. Oh.
Give me 500 push-ups.
He's supposed
I'll
to be
count.
Spartan coded.
Start.
The Kremnoans are supposed to be basically the stereotypical Spartans from like Greek history. I believe that's what they're allegorically
And
supposed to
viewers
represent.
Wouldn't enjoy watching it either.
Don't be so sure.
They definitely wouldn't. Back to the topic. In the previous story, against Nikidor's attack, Mighty single-handedly held back the rampaging Titan by...
I'll be honest, we're like a half an hour into this, and I don't see what people are complaining about yet. Sure, a lot of the story fixes that were talked about in the dev radio haven't been brought up yet in the, what's it called? The dev radio. They mentioned stuff in the dev radio recently, which I don't know if I've talked about this on the channel yet. But in the dev radio, they mentioned that a lot of the complaints have been heard about Honkai Star Rails 3.0 story, and they're going to make some steps to improve the experience for storygoers. I thought it was fine, personally. I do admit, I'm not a big fan of the black screens, but at the same time, we play visual novels on this channel. I'm not looking for, like, fancy animations. I'm not looking for every single thing to be an action sequence, and I'm actually not looking for a lot of gameplay. I'm mostly here to enjoy the story, and the characters, and the character development. The gameplay is interrupting my story, in my opinion. On that note, let's just get back into this. I guess I should, while we're still talking about the dev letter, they also mentioned that they're going to be buffing older units so they'll be easier to deploy. And I believe the Chinese translation said they'll be making older units stronger themselves, which is something that me and several other people have been asking for, because there's a lot of older units, especially the 4 stars, that really feel unusable in the current state of the game today. I would love to play with my Sushang. I would love to use my Arlen. Let me use my Arlen and have him be good. Why? It's like, why use any 4-star at all in the current state of the game is a huge issue.
In precious time for his...
I wonder if we'll actually talk about that. I don't expect any of those features they talked about in the dev letter to be implemented until 3.2.
companions. He's so cool, handsome.
Totally! Even though he might seem unapproachable at first, once you get to know him, you'll see he's super reliable.
Through rigorous self-discipline, day in and day out, he's always ready to step up at critical moments. If I had such a dependable and capable leader, I'd follow him to the ends of the earth. But there's a line in his character description that really caught my attention. The blood of patricide flows through Kremnos' royal line.
It does. A
Sounds
lot of
like
patricide
Mighty
in
bears a heavy
Kremnoan
past.
bloodlines.
Castrum Kremnos has a tradition of being crowned in blood.
And for those who don't know, patricide is murdering your father figure.
Since its founding, every new
As
king
in,
of Castrum Kremnos has killed
The
the
root
reigning
words
king
being
to claim the
patriarch
throne,
and homicide.
without exception.
Yikes! So that's how it is in a city that worships strife. Bloody succession to the throne.
Because of this tradition, and a prophecy foretelling Mighty's eventual ascension, his father cast him into the Sea of Souls shortly after his birth, attempting to kill him before he could grow up.
That's so cruel! How
There's a
could he
parallel
let
to
you
that
close
story
to
in
do
Greek
that?
mythology as well.
But in the
Think it's the
end,
tale of Perseus?
Mighty returned to Castrum
Or is it the
Kremnos
tale
with an
of,
immortal body. He led the discontented
Oedipus.
citizens of Kremnos
One
away
of
from the
those
Mad
two.
King, wandering the lands and waging war until he joined the Flame Chase journey.
What doesn't kill him only makes him stronger, huh? But why did Mighty refuse the core flame of strife and give it to Finan instead? With his combat prowess, if he accepted it,
Because we killed
he'd surely
30
become the
people
most
more than he
powerful
did.
demigod.
We literally
An
doubled his score in that
unstoppable force on the
competition.
flame chase.
Strife, slaughter, glory. These have been the traditions of Kremnoans and their destiny for 1,000 years. But is this destiny truly what the Kremnoans deserve? I refuse to let such a bloody tradition continue.
But D, the Kremnoan people in Akama
You're gonna
have
end up
always
with that core
expected
flame
you
whether
to
you like
ascend
it or
the
not,
throne,
aren't you?
lead them back to their homeland and restore their glory. Now that we've reclaimed Nikador's core flame and located the whereabouts of Castrum Kremnos, how will you answer their expectations?
Give me more time to think.
Ah, as the last prince, he is burdened with the fate of an entire kingdom. He must
I mean, he
consider
doesn't
their
have to be
honor
the
and
last
sense of
prince. He could
belonging
have
while
kids.
forging a truly beneficial path for them.
He's a
Ooh,
perfectly eligible
what a heavy
bachelor.
task. As for Mighty's decision and the fate of the Kremnoans, stay tuned for the Trailblaze mission in version 3.1.
That furry animal's still
No
there,
matter
staring
what,
into my soul.
I can guarantee one thing. When Mighty is around, he'll have you back, especially in battle. Mighty is an imaginary character following the path of destruction and combat.
Why is he
leverages
imaginary?
His undying body to engage the enemy. His undying nature grants him an extremely high max HP.
In battle, I utilize my HP advantage against the enemy.
Deaths are
By
legion,
consuming my
regrets are
HP,
none.
I also unleash even greater power.
Exactly! Mighty keeps track of his total HP loss during combat. Once the accumulated loss reaches a certain
87.
threshold, he enhances himself, fully demonstrating his prowess as the
128.
Kremnoan warrior. During this time, he unleashes a storm of attacks on his enemies, dealing massive
that
damage
number
and
mean?
showing them the wrath of Kremnos' crowned prince.
Wow!
Kingslayer be king.
So imposing! Like a lion dominating the battlefield!
In my enhanced state, I sacrifice defense for greatly increased HP and max HP. As my HP continues to drop,
I just realized he has
my
over
abilities
10k
transform
HP.
further, delivering even more destructive blows to my enemies.
What's
Awoo,
the highest HP in the
rejected
game you
by
can get
death.
right now?
Let's battle till the world's final breath.
A truly death-defying combat
Throne of
style.
Bones.
The spirit of Kremnoan
The
warriors
Bone
is
Throne.
no joke.
All right, next, let's take a look at version 3.1's banners.
In version 3.1's first half warp
Alright,
event,
Tribi, and if
Trailblazers
time were a
can
flower.
acquire the limited 5-star character, Tribi! The limited 5-star light cone.
Lynx, Hook, and Knifin. And Post Op, Trend of the World Market, and I forget the name of this one. But I would like some more Gwenifins.
If time were a flower, we'll also have a boosted drop rate.
In version 3.1 second half warp event,
Alright.
Trailblazers can
Arlen,
acquire the limited
Shuyi, and
5-star
Natasha.
character Mighty. The limited 5-star light cone, Flame of Blood, Blaze My Path, will also have a boosted drop rate.
Additionally, these characters and light cones will be rerun.
Yunli rerun.
And all right.
So Yunli and
time for a short
Huo.
break. The program will resume in just a few moments.
Alright, not bad. I kind of wish that they would do the triple banner every single time. I wish that they weren't just saving it for special occasions. Because I want units to rerun more frequently. We're hitting the point where there's already more than 75 units in the game, right? Hang on, I'm gonna Google this real quick. HSR number of 5-star units. All right. That doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Playable 5-star characters. Upcoming. So we'll count Mighty and Tribi for now. Castris and Anaxa will be coming later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or no, we can't count standards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So we have 33. Now, I'm going to pull up my calculator. And according to my calculator, if we have 33 5-star units, we only have 306. We only have 52 weeks. So we have 52 weeks divided by 33 units. $52 divided by 33. That would mean in order for every character to get a rerun a year, we would have to have a banner every 1.5 weeks. Which is never going to happen. It's 365 divided by 33. We would have to have a banner every 11 days. Why are we have too many characters. That quadruple banner needs to be up more often because otherwise some characters will just not get reruns every year. Dr. Ratio still hasn't had a rerun. He came out in January last year. Zila still hasn't had her second rerun. That was in like July of over a year ago. Her last rerun was before I played the game, I think. Or it was like the week I started playing the game. I want the quadruple banner back, and I want it to always be around. I don't want them to have it off and on. I don't want it to be like the Chronicled Wish banner. I want quadruple banners every patch. Got too many damn units.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the new content coming in version 3.1. First, the Divergent Universe.
Ooh,
will
the new
introduce a
Divergent
brand
Universe
new
update
topic
already?
related to Amphorius.
I think we get a Divergent Universe or Simulated Universe update what feels like every 3 patches.
Mighty, you might not know yet. Simply
I think
put,
2.5 was
it's a
the last
study
time we had an
on mortals
update to the
and
Simulated
fate.
Universe.
As mentioned
Or like the
earlier in
unknowable
program in
domain.
version 3.1, the Trailblazer will head to the Grove of Epiphany, a renowned academic institution in Amphorius. The scholars of the Grove will
We're getting a Divergent Universe in Amphorius?
However,
Interesting.
due to the corrosion of the Black Tide, much of this network has decayed, leaving only fragments of text intact. Therefore,
A long
the
call
Groves
takes you to
like
the Grove,
Dragons hope the
where they'll watch the
Trailblazer can
wise
become
remaining
the
legends and
inheritor
epics
of
wait
this
successor's
library's
knowledge.
preserving these memories and passing on the flame of Amphoris'
I
civilization.
wonder if my theory is going to
Even
be
in this
correct and we're
era of
eventually going to
endless
get like a
strife
herd
and the
city.
relentless
I had
tide,
two
as
theories
long
for
as
the
true
updates.
history remains,
I figured
the flame
each of
of
like the 6
civilization
cities in
will endure.
Amphorius.
That's right! The Grove not only collects myths.
They're talking about the Grove and all nonsense. I had a theory that each one of the new planar sets that we get in the 3.x patches were going to be the other cities. Like, I figured we might get an Okema. We might get a Janisopolis. We might get a Castrum Kremnos. And we might get a, I don't know, Aesobia? The Grove? I figured we'd get a planar set for each of those cities. Because, like, we have them for, like, the Banana Amusement Park. And we have them for, like, Bellabog. So, it would make sense that we, of all the cities, get a planar set. But I want Herta's City planar set. And I want it to be Herta's best in slot.
And histories of Amphorius, but also records
It is
the
our duty to
Trailblazer's
make Herta's City
journey.
great for all eternity.
Integrating Titan technology, they've created Divergent Universe Protean Hero.
Since it's Titan technology, it's bound to be distinct from the Divergent universe the audience is familiar with.
How so?
Whether or
How
not
is it distinct?
Your world has a day-night cycle. In Divergent Universe Protean Hero, you must have one.
Oh.
This time, the battles revolve around the day and night system. First, each battle alternates between day and night. These two states bring different boosts to combat, and additional effects occur during
That's kinda
transitions
neat.
between day and night. At the start of exploration, Trailblazers must choose the state that best suits their team's traits.
As exploration progresses, after entering a certain number of domains, Trailblazers can also select a day and night blessing, known as Golden Blood's Boons. These blessings
Golden
take
Blood.
effect during the corresponding
Ooh.
state. Trailblazers can choose
Golden
different
Blood
branches
Boon,
of
huh?
blessings to further enhance combat effectiveness in specific states.
The figures appearing on
I'm
the
never
day
gonna get
and
tired
night
of Tribios
blessings are
animations.
so
I might pull
familiar.
Tribi just for the
Why is
animations.
that?
Indeed. This is also
Maybe on
Titan
rerun.
technology
Maybe we'll pull
and
Tribi on
another
rerun.
highlight of Divergent Universe Protean Hero. The new day and night system and its blessings are closely tied to the Titans and the Chrysos heirs.
So instead of
version
paths,
3.1's
we're gonna have
Divergent
Titans.
Universe, 6 types of Titan Odes will be available for Trailblazers to
Okay.
experience.
This is
More
kind of
will be
cool.
introduced in future versions.
Each Titan Ode corresponds to a different buff system. Trailblazers
I like
just need
this.
to select the most suitable Titan Ode for their team to tackle
This is a
challenges
great way to
with
mix up the
ease.
simulated universe
The
to make it
Grove's
nice and
Divergent
fresh.
Universe offers the most authentic Amphorian experience.
Clearing the Divergent Universe also rewards Branch of Rights. This can be used in the Titan
Are we
Ode
still gonna get
section
like
to unlock
synchronicity
more
points that we
buffs
can
and
use like on the
upgrade
Herta
them,
store?
as well as uncover the corresponding Titan's mythological tales.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to unlock so much more lore.
Please choose your Titan.
We're curious about
Remember
how
the
many Titan
Titans.
stories the Grove has interpreted. So let's go with the one we're most familiar with, Gate of Infinity.
If I could learn more about the past of Nestia and the other Titans, I'm sure it would give the Flame Chase
Ooh, I
journey
see
a
Cyper.
clearer direction. I'll choose Chrysalis of Gold.
Lance of Fury. Let me witness the kind of glory you held in the past.
Those are the same pictures that are in the book as I've written, by the way. I just
After
noticed
all
that.
Which Titan will you choose, Owlbert?
And these are the same drawings that they use in As I've Written, so I wonder how much of the lore of the As I've Written book will tie to this.
Protean Hero. The mysteries of Titan technology hold endless possibilities. I firmly believe that if I explore more, I'll uncover more fun, intriguing, and Albert-appropriate ways to play. Besides the day and night system and Titan blessings, the Divergent Universe Protean Hero also brings more Protean challenges to the Trailblazers. This Divergent Universe's Conundrum mode will introduce
Ooh.
astronomical division gameplay.
The
Although
what now?
heroes have countless facets, no matter their nature, they all make choices to climb to higher peaks and experience more intense
I'm glad that I
battles.
finished all of Divergent Universe and
For
Unknowable
novices
Domain.
like me,
I'm ready for the lore.
Familiar with the Divergent Universe. What if they can't figure it out?
don't worry. The Divergent Universe of version 3.1 not only includes an astronomical division mode, but also adds a strategy system. Trailblazers can view and apply strategies and even like and save them. After applying
I
strategy,
don't think I
the
need
system
this.
will
This
give
is
a
for players
corresponding
that don't get it.
recommendation to the Trailblazer based on their currently owned equations, weighted curios, and
This is
teams
for the head
lined
empty
up.
people.
Additionally, in the selection interface for equations
Or new
and
people that
weighted
just get
curios,
overwhelmed.
the system will suggest the optimal option.
Me, I've been
This
running
way,
Divergent
you can
Universe
easily follow the guide and
for
enjoy a
fun.
smoother experience
I
in the
recently
Divergent universe.
cleared
Through
100% the
strategy
Divergent
system,
Universe.
you can
I did all the
also jump to an
achievements
external web
for
page
fun.
For more information or even upload your own strategy.
Because I like it.
Not only that, in Divergent Universe Protean Hero,
Tears of
enemy
Souls.
drops will also transform into special materials.
Enemy drops. Are you referring to the materials used for character ascension and traces leveling?
Really?
Correct. When you're short on materials for character ascension or traces leveling, the enemy drops can be automatically exchanged for these special materials.
We can
Moreover,
exchange
this update
enemy
adds a
drops
new
for, like,
exchangeable
stuff?
5-star Remembrance light cone and Herta's store.
Ooh,
Rewards like
new
avatars
Herta's store
and
light
full
cone for
wallpapers
Remembrance.
from
I don't
Divergent
own a
Universe
Remembrance
Human
unit,
Comedy
though.
will also become available in Herta's store.
Oh.
In addition to the thrilling challenges of the Divergent Universe,
I guess I
version
could
3.1
just slap it
also
on
brings lighthearted
RMC.
and adorable events for Trailblazers.
Don't know what it does yet, though.
First up, let me introduce the Awoo firm.
Awoo.
Finally, we get to figure out what the cutie is.
Awoo.
The
Wait,
chimeras spread in the garden of life. Actually,
the
fantastic
Awoo
helpers.
here refers to the chimeras of Amphorius.
Oh, so that's what chimeras sound like.
That's right. Chimeras are artificially nurtured, adorable little creatures. The residents of Amphorius train
This is
with
just the
chimeras
Ron May
to help
update
with
all
simple
over again.
tasks. And the Awoo firm is the organization they work for.
Chimeras have to go to work too?
Surprised, Mr. Albert?
I'm
The
surprised.
war with Nigador caused significant damage to Akima. There's a lot of urgent work to be done, and chimeras are indispensable in the reconstruction efforts.
How?
However, among the chimeras, there's a particular squad that hasn't
What
been
could they
performing
possibly
up to
do?
expectations lately.
So, Trailblazers can take on the role of manager, personally helping the Chimera Squad turn things around and become the strongest team of all.
The work objectives are clear, but how do we achieve them?
When it comes to work, each chimera has different strengths and, of
Okay.
course, shortcomings. Trailblazers can assign suitable chimeras to tasks, adjust the team composition based on their traits, and create the
Okay.
strongest squad possible. After that, the chimeras will automatically carry out their work. As the manager, Trailblazers
What
just
is
need to
happening?
supervise.
The leaderboard will show team rankings. Keep aiming for a higher performance
What?
ranking
There's gonna
to
be a
help the
leaderboard
Chimeras
for this?
outperform other squads and become the ultimate workplace champions.
Doesn't sound too hard. Even someone like Finan could handle this with ease.
Is that guy supposed to be holding a pickaxe?
Don't be so mean to Snowy. And don't underestimate the chimeras, D.
Oh,
Each
hang
one
on.
has a
Whoa,
unique
whoa, whoa, whoa,
name.
whoa. Go back. This character. We haven't been introduced to this character yet. She's in the Golden Epic trailer. I believe her name's like Hyacine or something. It's the character that everyone's been calling the Barbara XP from Kenshin.
Don't
I
underestimate
guess we'll get to meet her in this event.
chimeras, D. Each one has a unique name, appearance, and personality.
That
As
was a
manager,
missable
You
detail.
need to understand your employees to assign tasks effectively. Plus, there are some tricky characters to watch out for.
Should I live stream this mini event? I probably should, huh?
And old Honest, who's
I mean, in Star Rail, because they don't events don't go away. I've been trying to stream as many as them as I can.
What are these names? all right. Let's move on to the next version event.
All right, what's next?
Recently, in Akima, there's been a surge of counterfeit antiques made with cutting-edge technology, conning many residents.
Oh
In the
no,
event Holy City Appraisals.
this has Sampo all over
will
it.
assist Theodoros, the antique shop owner, in appraising these treasures and cleaning up the antiques market.
Appraisals? Well, Finan's
Oh,
weird
wait.
hobbies are rubbing
That was
off on
Finan's
others.
hobby.
Ugh. Besides,
When we
how
were
can the
exploring Okema, he was
Trailblazers,
doing
as
appraisal.
outsiders, appraise Amphorius's antiques?
Don't worry, it's simple. Trailblazers only need to submit different materials to Theodoros daily, and the rest will be handled by him.
Okay, so this is the weird, we give events, we get
Promise
an
there'll
item
be
stuff.
No shortage of fun appraisal stories and plenty
It's like the
for
food
all
event in
Trailblazers.
Penacony, or Sampo's weird item exchange thingy that we had in the last patch.
And the show will resume when
I didn't
we
record
are
it,
back.
but I took screen caps of a bunch of it, and if you're following on my Discord, I posted all those images there, so if you want my opinion of the sample event, it was very interesting, and there was a few different lore details in there that we learned about the Masked Fools. Sampo even implies that we ourselves as the Trailblazer will probably get an invitation to the tavern at some point. Which means... Elation Trailblazer? Confirmed? Maybe? Oh, we're talking about Sampo still, actually. There's an NPC merchant in the Memorial Palace that I ran into and talked to randomly, who basically tricks two people into arguing each other just so that they can watch the drama. And then we talk to them for a bit, and basically we find out that they are just an Amphorius version of Sampo. And it's very interesting, and I would actually recommend you go do it on your spare time if you haven't yet. There's quite a few characters that we run into that we think might be Masked Fools.
Up next, we have a few more version updates.
Speaking of Masked Fools, during Cosmodyssey, Sparkle actually name-dropped Amphorius, all the way back then. Amphorius was first name-dropped by Sparkle during Cosmodyssey. She calls herself Smarty Club member 999 or something. And then talks about how she is the divine mecha of Amphorius that writes the scripts or something or other.
To share with everyone.
Gift
I
of
heard
Odyssey.
from the Trailblazer about an old friend called the Gift of Odyssey.
That's right! In version 3.1, Trailblazers can once again earn a 10 warp reward through the Gift of Odyssey check-in event.
Kind of wish that Genshin did that more often.
Additionally, version 3.1 introduces some new materials for everyone.
All
Stagnant
right.
Shadow, Shape of Gelid Moon, and
Okay, so these are the new Stagnant Shadows for Quantum and Imaginary. For
Stagnant
3.x
Shadow,
units.
Shape of Flogjaya will be available soon. Successfully challenging these will provide Tribios and Mydeimos ascension materials respectively.
Yep.
Amphorius also brings new golden calyxes. Now you can
New
find
golden
treasures
calyxes!
and
Hooray! No one
experience
asked for
them
this!
Version 3.1 also introduces 2 new sets of
Ooh, these are the planar sets I say. What do we got? Bone Collection Serene Damascene. Okay. I don't know what that is. Giant Tree of Wrapped Brooding. Okay, so that's the Reason City. It's something in the Reason City, and I'm guessing that's something in the City of the Dead.
planar ornaments, Bone Collection Serene Domain, and Giant Tree of Wrapped Brooding. You can quickly obtain them through the planar ornament extraction function in the Divergent universe.
In version 3.1, the Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange Events will also return. Completing them will earn you
Hate the
double
drop
rewards.
rates on this stuff. I personally think that the double rate should just be the normal rate. I've been very vocal about this. I say it every time I watch one of
The
these.
synthesis system will be optimized. The process of synthesizing trace materials will become much more convenient.
Does that mean
Oh, we can just synthesize
purple
green
materials
straight into
directly
purples
from
now?
green ones?
Yeah, that's right.
This
Oh, thank God.
eliminates some of the
That's a nice quality of life.
cumbersome
I never asked for that,
steps.
but I like it.
The build guide will also receive an update. In version 3.1, when you set a character as the build target, the International Peace Handbook will display all the materials needed for building that character,
Okay.
along with shortcuts to relevant stages to farm those materials.
Did we
After
not
each
already have
preview
that from
ends,
the build guide?
Trailblazers can even set newly revealed characters as their build target and start farming
Oh.
the necessary materials in
So we can
advance.
pre-farm easier. Got it.
That's great! It makes preparation so much easier.
And it looks like we received a special announcement from the project team. Let's take a look.
大家好，
哦
我是崩坏系
来小鸡
列烧鸡。在文法罗斯3.0版本上线后，我们收到了来自开拓者的
Received
许
a
多
lot of
反馈
feedback and
和建
suggestions
议
from our
从结果
Trailblazers.
来看
From what we've
3.0
seen,
的新
certain
内容
aspects of
它最
3.0
终呈现
didn't
出来
achieve the
效果
results we were
不够
aiming
理想
for.
以开拓任务
I
为
was
例，
fine with it
有时为
personally.
了打开一扇门要反复推球，
Sometimes you push the ball
或是在
multiplies to
敌
open
人
a
开
door, or
始
do a
时
lot of
四处
running
跑来
around
跑
before you
去
can face a
这
Titan.
种疲惫的感受实在不
This
符合
feeling of
现
fatigue
在
doesn't really
能
fit with
够
Honkai
演示
Star
掉
Rail signature
所以这段
style.
时间
That's
我
why
们
I've
一
been
直在对
reviewing
这
and
些体
optimizing the
验
main
进行
story
审视和
experience,
优化，包括已上线的
including
3.0
both the current version
后续
3.0
所有
and all
可能
content moving
除
forward.
了先前在开发者
Apart
中
from what
提
we
到
mentioned in the
的
developer
阅读
radio
重复和解
about
谜优
streaming
化，
text
我们同
optimization
时也在
puzzles,
对
we're
任务
also
流程
reworking
进行
mission
改进变
progression
化。
systems.
以 3.0 版本为例，
For example,
开
there's
拓
been no
者在前往
Trailblazer's
过去
journey
的
to the
时空
past
时，
quest from
不再需
Kremnos.
要折返跑图，
There is
而
no
是
more
从
need
初
for
始位置开始，
backtracking. Instead
能
of
够有
just
条
going
件
from
节
the
的
initial
道
bridge, you can
路
reach the
和鼓励
destination through an
而原本就有的
okay.
玩法会被安排到主线外，成为开。
Yeah, I remember saying that was kind of weird when I was going back and editing my playthrough of 3.0. It was weird because when we were trying to go to the past cast from Kremnos, we literally had to redo a lot of puzzles and go all the way back to the spot where Mem opens the gate, and then we go to the past Kremnos. Like, I don't know why we couldn't have just opened that gate anywhere.
开拓者自由探索的选项，当然还有对
Of
白、
course,
演
this
出、
extends
探
dialogue,
索。
performance, and
开拓
exploration
任务的
elements.
体验是综合结果，我们
Okay.
会在未来的每一个版本
For all
在
future
方方面面
versions,
做
we'll
更
make more
细致
detailed
的，
improvements for every
力求给
aspect.
大家带来更好的内容。
Yeah, this is fine.
开拓者好，我是游戏设计胖克。除
Oh,
了像刚
hi
才
Punk.
高级老
What's
师说
got?
的，我们也正在调整
We're also
3.1
making
及其
changes
后
to
续版
3.1 and
本的内容。
subsequent versions.
以3.1版本为
Taking
例，
3.1 as an
降低了
example,
地图中
reduced the
的敌
number
人
of
数量，
enemies on
并
maps,
剥离了部分主线流程
removed
中的谜
several
题，
puzzles
希
from the
望
main
保
story
证谜题与
progression.
剧情的结合
I
更
can
加
also
紧密，
make puzzles
且
blend more
具有
naturally
很
with the
强的
story
打
without
怪
breaking the
力。
flow
在
too
原本的
much.
设计中，地图中有
Like the
几
original
处扎
design
根
of the
的
map
非
that
常
featured
完
a hand
美。
dagger
开拓者
gameplay
需要多
mechanics,
次的切
requiring trailblazers to change
换
camera
操作
angles
视角，
multiple
但
times.
其实只
Oh
是为
yeah,
了
that's
打开一
annoying.
条通路。在复
So
盘过程中，
In
我
our
们意
review
识到这
process,
样
we
的设计
realized the
不仅
design
繁
was
琐，
both
也没有很强的趣
cumbersome
味。
and not particularly
于
fun.
是我们将这些并不有
So
趣
we
的流
removed
程
these
从
less
主线
engaging
中删
elements
除，
from
但
the
是
main
仍会
story,
保留地图中
while
围绕
keeping
这
the
些
hand
扎根的
daggers
主
puzzle
轴
designs
进
in
行
the
设计，
map
供抱有探索欲的开
for
拓者
curious
自行
trailblazers
发
to
现。
discover them.
希望我
Cool.
们的调
So
整
all the
让
puzzles
开
will just be in the world, but they won't be in the way during the main story. That's cool. I'm fine with that. I can live with it. I don't like it when game developers remove content, but if it's just going to be not there during the story, but there's still going to be puzzles to solve, then I'm fine with that.
开拓者更好地探索文法螺丝，享受解谜乐趣。同时也欢迎开拓
Alright,
者
look forward to
提
more
出更多的
suggestions,
建议
feedback,
和
and
反
jailbreaks.
馈。
Okay, thank you for listening.
Thanks, Project Team. All right. Whew. That brings us to the end of today's special program. Any final thoughts from our guests?
I hope everyone enjoys diving deeper into Amphorius' story.
I'm
We can't
so
wait to
excited
dig
for the
more
lore.
with all of you.
May your blade never break, but forever press forward.
There
Alright.
are still countless details in Amphorius waiting to be discovered. I hope you'll forge deeper bonds with this world and its people.
And of course,
I don't think this
there are
patch is
plenty of
bad.
chimeras
I think
waiting
people are
for us to
overreacting.
lead them.
This looks like it's going to be a fun patch. For me,
Well,
everyone else
thank
can
you
suck
to
it.
all our viewers for tuning in. And now the version 3.1 special program has come to an end. That's a wrap. Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to get a little funny gag at the end.
Farewell.
Guess not. Well, this was fun. Well, thank you everybody who stopped by. This has been a bit of over an hour, so just 12 minutes longer than I planned on it being. If you'd like to see more of my content, the place to do that would be to check the Discord, because I will always let people know what I'm going to be doing, when I'm going to be doing it, and where I'm going to be doing it. Like Twitch TV/Sheet Streams. So, if you want to stay informed, that's the place to do it. Otherwise, leave a comment, and I will always get back to them eventually. I usually try to take some time out of my week every so often, or at least twice a month, to go back and look through every single comment on every single one of my videos, regardless of how long in the past the video was. I actually just spent a little bit of time yesterday replying to some comments from some videos I uploaded over a month ago. So, be sure to engage with me, and I will engage with you. Until next time, stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.